White opens with a standard king's pawn game, seeking central control and dynamic play. The engine sees equality, indicating a balanced start. Black responds with the Sicilian defense, creating an asymmetrical pawn structure and aiming for counterplay on the queenside. Equality is maintained. White develops the knight to an active central square, hinting at a desire to control key squares. A solid move maintaining the balance. Black mirrors White's knight development, challenging central control and preparing for further development. The position remains balanced. The move the pawn to g3 by White is a mistake. A superior alternative was the knight to f3, maneuvering the knight to an aggressive outpost, paving the way for the pawn to e5, significantly boosting piece coordination, which enables the bishop to c4 to organize the counteroffensive seamlessly, whereby the bishop to e7 secures an overwhelming positional advantage, unlocking the pawn to d3 with highly aggressive threats. This allows the knight to f6, guaranteeing long-term space control. Black follows suit, fianchettoing the bishop. This move accurately maintains the dynamic balance of the position. White develops the fianchettoed bishop to, eyeing the long diagonal and aiming for hypermodern central control. Black mirrors White's bishop development to, establishing a solid defensive structure and aiming for counterplay. White advances a central pawn to, solidifying the pawn structure and preparing for piece development. A solid, yet passive, move. Black responds by advancing a central pawn to, reinforcing their pawn structure and maintaining central tension. White develops another piece, placing the bishop on. This move solidifies the position but doesn't create immediate threats. The move the pawn to e6 by Black is an inaccuracy. A superior alternative was the rook to b8, activating the rook on an open file, paving the way for the pawn to a4, significantly boosting piece coordination, which enables the pawn to a6 to organize the counteroffensive seamlessly, whereby the knight on the g-file to e2 secures an overwhelming positional advantage, unlocking the knight to f6 with highly aggressive threats. This allows the queen to c1, guaranteeing long-term space control. White connects the rooks and prepares for castling by moving the queen to a solid, preparatory move. Black develops the knight to a slightly passive square, but it supports potential central pawn advances. White offers a bishop trade by moving the bishop to. This aims to exchange a minor piece and create positional advantages. Black castles kingside, prioritizing king safety. This is a solid move that maintains the dynamic balance. White accepts the bishop trade, capturing the pawn on. This simplifies the position slightly. Black recaptures with the king, a necessary move to avoid losing material. The king is now slightly exposed. White initiates a pawn push on the kingside with, aiming to gain space and potentially open lines for attack. The move the pawn to h6 by Black is an inaccuracy. A superior alternative was the pawn to h5, claiming key space in the center, paving the way for the pawn to f4, significantly boosting piece coordination, which enables the pawn to d5 to organize the counteroffensive seamlessly, whereby the knight to f3 secures an overwhelming positional advantage, unlocking the knight to g8 with highly aggressive threats. This allows the knight to d1, guaranteeing long-term space control. White pushes the f-pawn forward to, strengthening central control and preparing to open the f-file for the rook. The move the pawn to f6 by Black is an inaccuracy. A superior alternative was the pawn to h5, claiming key space in the center. paving the way for the knight on the g file to e2, significantly boosting piece coordination, which enables the pawn to e5 to organize the counteroffensive seamlessly, whereby the pawn to f5 secures an overwhelming positional advantage. Afterwards, the pawn on the g file takes on f5, executes a favorable trade. This allows short castles, guaranteeing long-term space control. White aggressively pushes the g-pawn too, challenging black's kingside and seeking to open lines for attack. This move solidifies white's advantage. The move the knight to d4 by black is a mistake. A superior alternative was the pawn to b5, claiming key space in the center, paving the way for the pawn to g5, significantly boosting piece coordination. Continuing with the pawn on the f-file takes on g5, compromising the opponent's pawn structure. This leads to the pawn on the h-file takes on g5, liquidating material and gaining active play, unlocking the pawn to h5 with highly aggressive threats. This allows the knight to f3, guaranteeing long-term space control. The move the knight to h3 by white is a mistake. A superior alternative was the knight on the g file to e2, maneuvering the knight to an aggressive outpost, paving the way for the pawn to a5, significantly boosting piece coordination, which enables long castles to organize the counteroffensive seamlessly, whereby the pawn to a4 secures an overwhelming positional advantage, unlocking the pawn to f5 with highly aggressive threats. This allows the bishop to d7, guaranteeing long-term space control. The move the knight on the e-file to c6 by black is a mistake. A superior alternative was the pawn to a5, claiming key space in the center, paving the way for the knight to d1, significantly boosting piece coordination, which enables the pawn to a4 to organize the counteroffensive seamlessly, whereby the pawn to c3 secures an overwhelming positional advantage, unlocking the knight on the d-file to c6 with highly aggressive threats. This allows the pawn to h5, guaranteeing long-term space control. The move short castles by white is a mistake. A superior alternative was the knight to d1, maneuvering the knight to an aggressive outpost, paving the way for the pawn to f5, significantly boosting piece coordination, which enables the pawn to g5 to organize the counteroffensive seamlessly, whereby the knight to b4 secures an overwhelming positional advantage, unlocking the pawn to c3 with highly aggressive threats. Next comes the knight on the b-file to c2 with check, pushing the tactical tension to its limit. Black pushes the f-pawn too, creating dynamic counterplay and challenging white's central pawn mass. A solid move. White advances the g-pawn too, attacking black's knight and gaining space on the kingside. This move is solid and increases white's edge. Black retreats the knight to, a defensive maneuver but a solid one given the circumstances. The move the knight to d1 by white is a mistake. A superior alternative was the queen to f2, centralizing the queen to dominate the coordinates, paving the way for the bishop to d7, significantly boosting piece coordination, which enables the rook on the a-file to e1 to organize the counteroffensive seamlessly, whereby the knight to b4 secures an overwhelming positional advantage, unlocking the pawn to a3 with highly aggressive threats. Continuing with the knight on the b-file takes on c2, compromising the opponent's pawn structure. Black captures the pawn on with the rook. This is a solid move, regaining material and improving rook activity. White recaptures the rook with the knight, a solid move that maintains the pressure, though the evaluation remains in black's favor. The move the rook takes on h4 by black is a severe blunder. A superior alternative was the pawn to e5, claiming key space in the center, paving the way for the pawn to c3, significantly boosting piece coordination, which enables the knight to e6 to organize the counteroffensive seamlessly. This leads to the pawn on the f-file takes on e5, liquidating material and gaining active play. Afterwards, the knight takes on g5 executes a favorable trade. Continuing with the queen takes on g5, compromising the opponent's pawn structure. White advances the c-pawn too, reinforcing the pawn structure and preparing queenside expansion. A solid move. Black repositions the knight too, aiming to infiltrate white's position. A solid move that tries to find counterplay. White moves the queen too, improving its coordination and preparing for potential attacks on the kingside. A solid move. Black moves the rook too, a solid defensive maneuver to protect the king and improve rook placement. White repositions the knight too, improving its position and supporting potential central advances. A solid move. The move the knight to c7 by black is a mistake. A superior alternative was the bishop to d7, exerting diagonal pressure to limit the opponent's space, paving the way for the queen to g3, significantly boosting piece coordination, which enables the knight to c7 to organize the counteroffensive seamlessly, whereby the rook on the f-file to e1 secures an overwhelming positional advantage, unlocking the queen to f6 with highly aggressive threats. This allows the knight to c4, guaranteeing long-term space control. White centralizes the rook too, activating a major piece and preparing for aggressive action. A solid move. Black develops the bishop too, a solid defensive move, but it doesn't alleviate the positional pressure. The move the queen to g3 by white is an inaccuracy. A superior alternative was the knight to c4, maneuvering the knight to an aggressive outpost, paving the way for the queen to e7, significantly boosting piece coordination, which enables the queen to g3 to organize the counteroffensive seamlessly, whereby the rook to f8 secures an overwhelming positional advantage. Afterwards, the pawn on the e-file takes on f5 executes a favorable trade. Continuing with the rook takes on f5, compromising the opponent's pawn structure. The move the queen to f6 by black is a mistake. A superior alternative was the rook to b8, activating the rook on an open file, paving the way for the knight to c4, significantly boosting piece coordination, which enables the queen to f8 to organize the counteroffensive seamlessly, whereby the king to f2 secures an overwhelming positional advantage, unlocking the pawn to e5 with highly aggressive threats. This allows the king to g1, guaranteeing long-term space control. The move the pawn on the e-file takes on f5 by white is a severe blunder. A superior alternative was the knight to c4, maneuvering the knight to an aggressive outpost, paving the way for the rook on the f-file to h8, significantly boosting piece coordination. Continuing with the knight takes on d6, compromising the opponent's pawn structure, whereby the rook to h4 secures an overwhelming positional advantage. Afterwards, the pawn on the e-file takes on f5 executes a favorable trade. Continuing with the pawn on the e-file takes on f5, compromising the opponent's pawn structure. Black recaptures with a solid move that maintains the equality after white's blunder. White centralizes the knight too, a solid positional move aiming to control key squares and restrict black's pieces. Black exchanges knights, simplifying the position and maintaining equality. a solid and accurate move. White recaptures with the bishop too, maintaining central control and equality in a simplified endgame. Black moves the rook too, a solid defensive maneuver to improve rook placement and prepare for potential endgame play. White repositions the rook too, a solid move that improves rook coordination and maintains equality. The move the knight to d4 by black is a severe blunder. A superior alternative was the rook to h4, activating the rook on an open file, paving the way for the bishop to f3, significantly boosting piece coordination, which enables the pawn to f5 to organize the counteroffensive seamlessly, whereby the rook on the f-file to e1 secures an overwhelming positional advantage, unlocking the pawn to a4 with highly aggressive threats. This allows the pawn to a3, guaranteeing long-term space control. White captures the knight with a solid move that converts the advantage into overwhelming material superiority. The move the queen takes on d4 with check by black is a severe blunder. A superior alternative was the rook to h4, activating the rook on an open file, paving the way for the bishop to g2, significantly boosting piece coordination. Continuing with the queen takes on d4 with check, compromising the opponent's pawn structure, whereby the queen to f2 secures an overwhelming positional advantage, unlocking the bishop to c6 with highly aggressive threats. Next comes the knight to e6 with check, pushing the tactical tension to its limit. White moves the queen to a solid move that consolidates the decisive material advantage and positions for a swift checkmate.